Welcome to trigonometric leveling. Lecture outline: definition, terrestrial refraction, angular correction for curvature and refraction. Let's first see the definition of trigonometric leveling. Trigonometric leveling is the branch of surveying in which we find out vertical distance between two points by taking the vertical angular observations and the known distances. The known distances are either assumed to be horizontal or the geodetic length at the mean sea level. The distances are measured directly or they are computed as in the geodetic surveying. Or in short, we can say that trigonometric leveling means finding out the elevation between the 2 points by knowing the angular measurement and linear measurement. For this, we can use different trigonometrical equations, and from that it is possible to find out the elevation between the two stations. Now, when we talk about the geodetic length, in that case, we have to consider effect due to the curvature and effect due to the refraction. So, the effect due to the curvature, because of that the point appear to be lower than they actually are. Suppose your friend X very close to you, and if your friend move away from you and cover half an kilometer distance from you, your friend appear lower than actually are. So it is because of the effect of the curvature. That means we have to consider the curve of the earth, and because of that curvature of the earth, the object appear lower than they actually are, while due to the refraction, object appear higher than they actually are. When you enter a swimming pool, do not you see something strange underwater? Your legs look smaller. And suppose you have a glass slab as a paperweight. If you kept it on a paper, do not you see something strange? The paper become elevated in the glass slab. So this is because of the effect of the refraction. The combined effect of these two is that the effect of the curvature being greater than that of the refraction. So if you consider the combined effect, the point to appear to be lower than they actually are. Point to be appear lower than they actually are because effect of the curvature is greater as compared to the refraction. Let's see terrestrial refraction. Terrestrial refraction, for this let's consider this figure. So there are two stations, station A and B, at a distance small d, AA1 and B1, horizontal line at B and A respectively. AA dash, BB dash are the tangent to the line of sight. Alpha 1 and alpha 2 are the angle of elevation and angle of depression at A and B respectively. R is the mean radius of earth, is equal to 6370 km and is equal to OA is equal to OB. Small d means horizontal distance between AB, and M is coefficient of refraction. Now correction for the angle of elevation. Now alpha 1 is the angle of elevation, which is a observed angle. This observed angle in between the AH and AA dash. Now AH is a tangent to this curve of the earth, and AA dash is a tangent to the line of sight. So observed angle is alpha 1, but the true angle is BAA1. So these two dotted line indicate true angle. Dotted line indicate true angle. And now the R, small r is the angle of refraction due to the refraction effect, which is above the these two dotted line. That means to find out the true angle which is formed between these two dotted line, we have to apply the correction minus for the refraction. That's why the alpha 1 minus r, because r is above these two dotted line. So it should be minus, because true angle is in between these two dotted line. But r is above, so minus r in case of elevation. Now consider angle of diffraction. This one is angle of diffraction alpha 2. Now here the true angle is B1 BA. So again two dotted line indicate true angle of diffraction. Now where is r? R is in between these two dotted line. That means you have to take positive. That's why alpha 2 plus r. So reflection correction is positive for angle of diffraction. Refraction correction is minus for angle of elevation. The coefficient of refraction m. Now if a B point is shift very close to A, then what happen? The theta will get reduced. If this line OB line is come close to A, theta will get reduced, and once it will get reduced, this all effect of curvature and effect of reflection will also get cancelled, and it become the AB become a straight line as compared to the radius of the earth, because AB is very short. AB is very short as compared to the AO, and it become the straight line. That means you enter into the plane surveying. So there is no need to consider the effect of curvature and refraction in that case. Now M. So that means it depends upon the theta. If theta increase, you have to consider effect of refraction and curvature. Now one more thing is there, it not only depend upon theta, it also depend upon the atmosphere between AB. So if you are conducting survey above the ground level, atmosphere is different. If you are conducting survey above the sea level or above the sea, the atmosphere is different. It's changing, sometimes it is humid, sometimes it is dry. So it's density varying. So to take care of that, you have to consider this fraction 0.06 to 0.09. So m is equal to angle of refraction divided by angle at the center O. So r divided by theta, that is r is equal to m into theta. So m you have to take in between these two, and let adopt here now 0.07. Now corrected angle of curvature. Now angle of elevation. So we are interested in true angle. These two dotted line indicate true angle. Now angle correction for curvature means theta by 2. It is because of the curveness of earth. So theta by 2 appear in between these two dotted line. That means you have to add. That's why positive sign. So correction for curvature is positive, theta by 2. And in case of angle of diffraction, true angle of diffraction means again two dotted line. This two dotted line. This is a true angle of diffraction, and observed angle is alpha 2. But theta by 2 correction for curvature is above the dotted line. That means we have to minus. So C is equal to theta by 2, minus sign is there. So you have to reduce it to get the true angle of diffraction. Now from figure, theta is equal to chord AB divided by radius of the earth, or AO distance. So theta is equal to D divided by R. So theta by 2 is equal to D divided by 2R. If we take the half, D divided by 2R. That means theta is equal to D upon R into sine 1 second. We will get in second. So theta is equal to D upon R